Weewu. I still need to change that. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Look at you going all crazy, Yun. That's insane. Cheats go crazy, go insane. Who that? I can't do it. Sacrifice a lot for that, you know. Hello there, Joju, Cody, and Thibaut. Welcome to the stream. I hope all of you had a good day, and it's only going to get better from here on out. Thank you for being here. Okay, enough popping. I think it's time to Kubera instead of pop. Pop Team Epic was yesterday, today is Kubera team. I'm so tired today. I even took a nap today and I'm still tired, that's insane. Shits go crazy, go insane. Okay, last week we had the arc called Last Resort. There were a lot of last resorts here. One thing they specifically called the last resort, I don't remember what was it. Was it taking off the jacket here? I mean, the jacket taking off was a big moment as well, because obviously Yuta is going to misunderstand it a lot. We napped and tired, literal baby boy. Well then take care of me. Come on. Use all of your money to take care of me. Please! Somebody make me their pet or something, man. You paid more attention to the possibility of Lila summoning. To the possibility of Lila summoning. Who wants milkies? Me. Raise hand. There was a lot of things, yeah. The Lila thing was the main last resort, I guess. But as always, the title always has like a lot of different possible meanings. Which is something quite fun in Kubera. It's like, huh. Does it mean this thing? Does it mean this thing? Or maybe does it mean an entirely different thing? Or even none of them at all, and it's just like bait. Are we getting clickbaited again? Is this all clickbait? Was the Kubera we made along the way just clickbait? Shake my head. I have no idea how fitting this background music is going to be, but I just wanted to listen to Musume OST. I never expected it. I expected it, but I never thought you would really come. The Kubera was the friends we made along the way. No. Does Akasha not intend on waiting any longer? She's already waited more than enough. The problem is, you have taken too long. But this planet isn't as simple as other places. There's the 5th Zen God and the Half Dragon. You wouldn't be a match for the 5th Zen God. But what's the big deal with the Half Dragon? Won't he just run out of vigor if you buy some time while avoiding his attacks? They seem to be... The world is always interesting. So they also have dealt with other places before coming to this planet, I guess? But this planet has the 5th Zen God, which is Agni, and the Half Dragon, which is Kazakh. There is a significant lack of horse girls in Kubera with the half setting. That is very true. That is indeed very true. But what's the big deal? Yeah. But it seems like he has some clue about Kalavinka, so I'm trying to just threaten him without killing him. Kalavinka? Do we need to worry about her now? I heard from Sagara that there is a hybrid from the Tarakas on this planet. The song volume is slightly louder than usual? Could be. Let me... This should be a bit more quiet now. Hybrid from the Tarakas on this planet. If we kill him to awaken Garuda, we wouldn't need to find Kalavinka, would we? So, why would killing Yuta awaken Garuda? Or in this case, like, they're probably thinking like getting Kalavinka and probably killing Kalavinka would also lead to awakening Garuda. But why would they? Is it because of like name power stuff again? Like that Yuta, Jatayu and Kalavinka somehow have like parts of the power of Garuda, and if they die the power returns to Garuda and he awakens? Look at this freaking dragon. It moves like it's alive. And we know it's made out of like Gandhava, like it's some sort of Gandhava shooter, but it moves like a snake through the sky, but it's also like, it's not alive, we know that, it's dead. It's like just using the material. So I have no idea how this works, because Gandhavas are not flying, they're like in water. Now, wow, I've never been on a ship like this before. I thought the interior would be all squelchy, like guts, since the ship is made from Ashura's corpse, but it's surprisingly normal. Was this added later by the creation brand? But what do we need to do in Ario Plateau, Asha? Is there a way to kill that red bird there too? I drew the Sword of Return just like you told me. And I've been practicing, so now I can summon it as well. Oti Kubera is a piece of cake now, and if I just practice Bhavati Kubera a bit more, then that won't work. Huh? Bhavati Kubera is a spell where it's necessary to observe a live demonstration while you master the art of controlling your body. It's impossible to control your body in flight without the help of an experienced teacher. You can fall another 1,000 times, but it won't work. Then I'd better find a teacher. If I had known that, I would have asked the Priest of Earth. When we arrive at Ido Plateau, I should start by looking for a magician who can use Bhavati Kubera. But I heard it takes a really long time to get there. Don't they give us any food? Is there any restaurant anywhere? I'm hungry. Go and look for a signboard. I have to rest for a bit, so I would appreciate if you stop talking now. Sure, Asha. See you later. What's delicious? Can't believe you actually enjoy the meals here. So, I wonder if these characters are going to be relevant for this arc or if they are just randoms for this scene. Huh? What's wrong with the food here? Is this not good? Well, since this is a cargo transport ship and not a passenger ship, the food isn't great. But usually we don't feel very good anyway because of motion sickness. It may look like it's horizontal thanks to the power of creation magic, but it's actually tilting to and fro. I see. What kind of cities are there, Plateau? Are there a lot of magicians? Of course. It is a tower that has received oracles before the Great Upheaval. What a relief! then it should be easy to find a magician who knows how to use Kubera. Huh? No, there's no one like that there. Strange. How could you not know that when you're here with Asha? Didn't she tell you? You can't use earth magic in Pyro Plateau or in the surrounding area. Not even Kubera works there? Not even Kubera works there, let alone Kubera. That's why earth attribute magicians are practically powerless there. Ah, this is where it starts. We're now entering the area in which you cannot use earth magic. Okay, that begs the question. If they cannot use... so if she can't use any sort of earth magic, does that mean that her revival power from the Golden Knight is not active? Does that mean that the Golden Knight powers are all, like, inactive and unable to be used as well? Maruna, he's late. I'll go and see what's going on, so stay here for a minute, don't follow me. Do you intend on continuing to cooperate with the snakes and harming the humans? Yeah, since there's still no guarantee that you can resolve everything. Next best plan is to cooperate with them. To hurry up and solve both of those problems to get Maruna out of here. It would be very sad if she couldn't use the regeneration capacity of the bracelet, yeah. It would be very... Don't say it like that. She's gonna lose an arm. No, she's gonna lose an arm! But I'll have to fight with Kazak in order to find out where Kalavinka is. And I'll have to get the Sword of Return from Lise in order to open the gate to the Shore Realm. But... Asha and Ran are so late tonight. What could they be talking about? Another city? The Shuras? I drew the Sword of Return, and I've been practicing the Transcendentals as hard as I could. But I guess I still don't have the right to join those discussions. Lise isn't at a level where she can properly use spells or Transcendentals. At least one good thing about the Sword of Return is... the Sword of Retran. I think it got retconned how it's called, my bad. The Sword of Retran is that other places can copy it. But not even that that one weapon is her own. And if she finds out that I'm better at using it, she would be sad, right? At least one good thing about the Sword of Return is that other people can copy it. I guess like it's a unique weapon, so there is only one Sword of Return. But he can use it as well, which is like unnormal. You'll be sad, right? Definitely. This is tough. Nothing is easy here. I wish there was someone who could ask for advice. Yep, no problem, as long as the priest here approves. Ah, that's right. Why didn't I think of that before? Obviously, a god would normally forbid me from entering the city and would try to remove me. But the fact that he has allowed me to enter the city and is just staying still means... he must know something. Yeah, I have to meet him right now. First I go to Altera and then... Crunch. Oh, look at that. Wow, what a pretty leg. Nom 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 nom. What is she going to do? She's going to get Yuta to say something. There's gonna be a big discussion. Whomst? She's pretty, but I have a bad feeling about her. I should be able to hear her thoughts by now. She doesn't look very strong. She an Upani? I didn't think I would see another high-ranked Garuda Shura around here. Are you helping the Anantas too? ... Why won't she say anything? Forget it. Brother, listen to me, some party. Some party? You mean this weak-looking girl is... Oh, his survival instincts kicked in. Whoosh. He's hiding her power, but why? She could have attacked me from the start. Her lips look so dry. I don't remember if in the flashback it was the same case, but she looks so... For some reason she looks so much more defeated. I have to escape. Or she's still toying with me. I'll wait for even the slightest chance. You don't need to do this. This could be solved by just taking him to the Shore Realm. Now's my chance. What the heck did you just do? Didn't do anything. He disappeared on his own. You mean he has a skill that lets him move more quickly than me? That can't be. If he has such a skill, then why? Anyway, I missed him because of you, so he's your responsibility. What do you mean? I've never even seen him use that skill before. Of course you haven't, because you never fought with a Taraka. It's now gotten to the point where we can barely consider him as a hybrid of the Garudas. I don't know what happened at that moment that he grew, but he's no different from a Taraka. He keeps using such forbidden powers and ends up becoming a monster like his mother. Maruna, who will take responsibility for them then? I won't tell you to kill him yourself, so just tell me where he might have gone. After watching him the whole time, you must at least know what he's interested in, right? Oh, is Sampati going to appear at Edo Plateau? Because Yuta is interested in Lee's, obviously. So I wonder if Sampati is just going to appear at Edo Plateau, and then there's going to be something with Lee's going on. I think I'm a bit too far to the left. Maybe like this. Okay, doke. Wait, we've already used up all of our Hoti value for today? But you said it only took you a day to get to Kali Bloom. The employees who came with me then have almost all gone to Rinhello with Kazakh. We can only move it this much each day? It'll take us a few more days to get there. But why did the Hide of Bondage suddenly grab the scarf? Any guesses? I think there must have been a problem when I attempted to modify it a few days ago. What? You were modifying it just a few days ago? The Hide of Bondage is originally intended for capturing Shuras, right? I tried to modify it because I wondered what might change if I used materials for capturing. There was no response when I first remodeled it, but I guess it activated later and latched onto the scarf for some reason. Lutz, how can you be so calm when you failed to remodel it several times in a row? You just failed a few days ago, doesn't it mean that you have to wait another month? Asha's the one who should get that thing back, and yet she was so calm. Why are you all upset? Because I just want to give this back and settle things with her. I wish I had known that you were so useful when it comes to creation magic. Oti Brahma. Ouch! Rana once said something that I really agreed with. Ran needs to get smacked around a bit before he'd listen. I only let her hit me because she's cute and it didn't hurt no matter how much she hit me. You're not cute at all, not even a bit. Yeah, he's a simp. Aww, he thinks he's with Lise. Aww. Lise, I'm sorry to come back like this. I'll leave soon, but for just one moment. Just stay like this for a moment. Ran's mind. Wait, why are you holding that, Ran? Let go. It's getting my nerves. Hey, I don't know what you're thinking, but I'm the one who's freaked out here. This is no situation for you to be making a face like that. Yeah, the BL ship. Run X Utah. There it is. The ship that we all waited for. The ship that we all needed. Not some random Gandava airship. We all needed a Run X Utah ship. Anything unusual in the cargo area? I did hear a strange sound coming from it earlier. Beep, beep, beep. Is there a bomb? Is there a bomb? Beeps are always bombs. Beeps have to be bombs. It can't be anything else. A beep is a bomb. A beep has to be a bomb. It has to be a bomb, right? It has to be a bomb. If it's not a bomb, what could it be? I think the only other thing that could be beeping would be an alarm clock. The two things that beep in my head are an alarm clock or a bomb. Nothing else. There is nothing else that it could be. It's one of those two things. Nothing else is an option. Rinhello, Forest of Light. Forest of Light? That's a cool name. I can't believe she summoned Sampati. Sagara has more guts than I thought. Marina doesn't have a foreskin scarf. She can't compete. That's a sentence that I just read. Yes, Rana does indeed not have a foreskin scarf. She also... Did she really... Does Ran have anything that she gifted him? I don't remember. Could Ran make a foreskin scarf for Rana? Could he? I don't think so. I mean, he's a half, not a Shura. So I guess he can't make a... I think she gives him clothes to go through the channel. Right. It probably was something like that. That was something like that. Do you think it was made out of her foreskin? believe she summons Sapati. Sagara has more guts than I thought. Couldn't she end up destroying all of you if you changed her mind? Don't say that, even as a joke. Still, she seemed pretty polite back then. She's clearly much more powerful than Maruna, and yet she bowed before Sagara. Lovely topic to listen to while having lunch. I mean, it's the important things in life, right, Cody? If you could give a loved one a scarf made out of your foreskin, wouldn't you? I think it's quite romantic, because without your foreskin, you have less protection yourself. So, giving something that normally protects you and leaves you like more prone to danger to somebody you love to protect them from something, isn't it like the most selfless and very loving kind of thing to do? I was surprised about that too. Not only is she from the Garudas, which are the complete opposites of us, but she's a 5th stage Rakshasa. Thought she would just be as arrogant as Maruna, but I was surprised at how polite she was. Honestly though, it's not like anyone would stop her, even if she talked down to Sagara, right? Anyway, so what should we do while Sampati is carrying out Sagara's instructions? We have to break down the barrier before we can even attack Red Hello. The turrets around the city seem prepared for anything. Should we check how much power they have and how they attack? Wait, but where's he? I haven't seen him since Sapati got here. He's probably resting after opening the gate. He hasn't been looking so good for the past few days. Wow, that's amazing! How can you tell his condition from the deadpan expression of his face? He didn't seem any different than usual to me. Enough chatter, Huda. You should handle checking the attack pattern on the turrets. Huh? No way! Why me? Because it doesn't really matter if you die. But that isn't the case for us. Aww, that makes me sad. Don't you think you guys are being a bit too mean? I still have no idea why Huda is working with them. Like, I do get why Maruna is working with them, even if there's like the difference between the Ananta and the Garuda. But why is this? I even forgot what Huda was. Huda was like an insect. What was her tribe? Akashi? No. It was Yaksha? No, she's not Yaksha, right? She was something else. He, she, Huda, they. Ashura. They are allied tribes, okay. But if they're allied tribes, still, why is it only Huda? So they only send Huda, right? So that's still a question here. Can't use any earth magic at all now. Not even Hoti Kubera? Huda is Ashura. Technically they are in alliance with Hunter. Yeah. And if there's any kind of danger, what I'm worried about. It's not like Aero Plateau is some battlefield or anything. If it were that important, Asha would have told me about it in advance. Does Asha not like me learning magic? He didn't look very happy in the waterways, or this time either. But why? Learning magic is the most obvious way to get stronger. They only send Huda because they don't want to send more. So they are allies, but there have been apparently some sort of differences that they don't want to really send more allies for this mission that Sagara is doing. I'll barely be able to stand up to him even if I do learn spells, transcendentals, and anything else that comes my way. Why is she being so close-minded about me learning magic when she said that she would help me get revenge? To Huda it's because Huda is strong enough that the others don't need it. Huda is also arrogant enough and stupid enough. Huda is just an idiot. Didn't like it? She should have told me not to learn anything from the moment that I pulled out that magic book. At the time she told me to learn, and now seriously? What's going on in your mind, Asha? Actually, Asha hates me. She doesn't even hide the fact that she hates me. She's tormenting me on purpose. I know that all of these recent events would make sense if I were to say this, but she said that she would protect me. She wouldn't save someone who she hates that much. I shouldn't doubt her when she has been kind enough to save me so many times. She may say those things, but she probably doesn't mean them, right? If she really didn't like me, she would have just left me to die from the very beginning. Oh my god, rare introspective from Lise. She's thinking about things. Buddha has been super helpful. The kid is something the rest of Sagara's underlings don't have access to. Like being a freaking cockroach. I'm going to forget. I have to forget. I can't waver here again. My wish has always been... Smack. It's all because of you. You shouldn't have said that. Miss Asharahiro? What is it? We found a package for you while we were checking the cargo area. The address is marked as the Area Plateau Magic Guild, but since it's addressed to you anyway, you wouldn't mind taking it now, would you? The fact that there's a weird noise coming from it is a bit disturbing, but you shouldn't worry since it's passed all of the inspections before being loaded into the cargo area. Russell. Is it a Lee's puppet? Is it a... Did Claude make a freaking Lee's voodoo doll? Poof. Did she just kill it? Was it her magic or did it just explode from itself? Emergency! Emergency! An unidentified explosion has occurred in the control room. The vessel horizontal leveling device is currently not functioning properly. Employees near the control room, please move following part 1 of the emergency procedures mentioned. And all other employees, please guide any passengers who are not seated to their seats. How is Rigara doing? Just snaking around, you know, the normal slithering, the normal like hissing, just eating without swallowing, or eating without chewing, you know, snake stuff. Once again, the vessel's horizontal leveling device is currently not functioning properly, as the vessel may undergo high turbulence or turnover. Ugh. What's going on all of a sudden? I'm still pretty far away from my seat. Still, it's a relief. Even though I can't use magic, at least I have my bracelet. Huh? What? It won't switch on. Oh no. Okay, we reached the point where my suspicion was confirmed that the Golden Knight is not working, and our Kubera man here, he looks way more than a Golden Knight in this panel than he ever did before. Like, look at the freaking armor and cape he's donning on. Holy sheesh, does he look like a Golden Knight. A knight in golden armor. What a king. Slay. I always love it when readers are like so on freaking a character. It's like, damn, Asha is such a jealous bitch. Now, do you have reading comprehension? And that was in 2016. People are saying nowadays reading comprehension is bad, but that was in 2007. What's Amelia at level 0? The level 0 hero? I'm bookmarking this. What's Kisai Entertainment? I think I heard that before. Huh. Ah, yes, Webtoon comments. He can feel the Golden Knight if it's nearby, because part of him. Yeah, I did think there was like, he's gnawing his teeth here, because he feels like there's obviously something bad happened to Lise, and he feels that, and that's why he's like shaking here a bit. That's the explanation for why he's reacting like this. 2016, holy sheesh, that's 9 years ago. I was just a wee little lad back then. It really hurts this time. I have to hurry before the ship flips over again. Still, if I can just make it to my seat. You can't be here right now. What a relief, it's an employee. Sorry, but would you mind helping me? I heard the announcement, but I'm having trouble getting back to my seat. Well, that's not good. I have somewhere to go right now, so I can't take you to your seat. But I can tell you a shortcut. You go down this hallway, there will be an elevator. If you take the elevator, you can go right to the hallway of the passenger room. I had no idea. Thank you. I better hurry before the ship flips over again. Yeah, okay. From this situation here, I was just thinking, what the frick? What kind of bad employee? You see that she's bleeding so hard and you're like, just, yeah, go this way, take the elevator, and then you will get to your seat faster. But I was like, just what the frick is that? A horrible employee. And then I see like the way they're portraying here with like the face here in the hood. This person is not an employee. This person is not an employee. This is an invader. Or are they all, is this actually an employee? Why are they hiding their faces if they are employees? Let's see. Are all the passengers in the seat now? Not yet. Someone's traveling if Asha hasn't been checked yet. Lee's Hayas. Did you see the sign Lee's passed by too? I did see a sign. I did not bother to read it because it was on its head. Emergency exit. Ah. But if it shows that way, like if the emergency exit sign was on this wall here and it shows like go this way, then I would expect it to be like continuing further to this side and she's going this way. I would probably misread the sign. I was probably going to... I did think it was emergency exit because that's like the most common sign to find in like these kind of ships or something. I guess with the person is tried to lead her to the emergency exit, which would make Lise fall down from the freaking airship. But that's insane. Oh, I saw her in the restaurant earlier. That's Asha. Asha, where's the passenger who was with you? Did a brown-haired female employee just come this way? Just now? Was it her? The new girl? Yeah, she went this way. But Asha, it's dangerous for you to be wandering around right now. You'll have to head back to... what the... You just said it's dangerous. Should we go after her? I only have one Bhavati Vayu left. Forget it. We're not responsible for high-level magicians like her who ignore warnings and go off on their own. Why should we be worried about magicians like her who would survive even if the ship crashed? True. I still don't know why they're hiding their faces. Like, you're just employees. Why is she looking for their employee? I guess her partner must be in her seat since she's not looking for her. They'll mark Lise Hayas as being in her seat. That's so irresponsible. That's so irresponsible. Why would you? You're employees. You're not. That's not how it works. I would fire each and every one of them. Holy hell, are they irresponsible. It's windy? Is my back connection bad again? Yep, my connection is bad again. Okay, it's coming back. Asha's looking for her probably. Yeah, I think the situation here can be explained. Asha's reaction does check out for me. The employees are extremely reckless and unprofessional. Asha is looking for Lise, or maybe for the employee, or both. Because she got the box from that brown-haired employee. I would need to go back to check if it really was the brown-haired employee. So I would, but I just assume that was the case. That's why she asked specifically for a brown-haired employee. And in the box she got from a brown-haired employee, the box that she got from the brown-haired employee had the freaking Lise puppet in it, and the Lise puppet kind of like exploded. I'm thinking that it was not Asha that exploded the Lise puppet, but it was like something built into the puppet, just that it would detonate as soon as Asha opens the box or something. So Asha sees that happening and follows the employee suspiciously. And now this employee did something to Lise as well, so it all checks out. The employee, for some reason, is someone that wants to do something to Lise. It also exploded at the same time as the bomb, yeah. Sir, I just heard that Ran Syrov passed through the checkpoint. What? Already? I heard he was leaving this morning. He got here more quickly than I expected. It couldn't have been easy gathering enough people who could use Hoti Vayu. Well, actually, he didn't come here using Hoti Vayu. People who left with him are still passing through the desert. You could have brought everyone with us if you had come in Yashura form. Why can't you Shurify now? First, we're going to have to use some clothes. Is it a fashion trend from another city? Isn't that Lutz brother next to him? Why is he dressed like that? He's cute and handsome. The ones who's going to be an AA soon? Are you expecting German level employee skills? That's not German level, that's basic level. What do you mean you're signing off somebody that is in their seat without checking if they are in their seat? Check if they are in their seat. Just check if they are in their seat. Is that too much trouble? I'm going to burst a vein or something. I need to skip down to a different song. I don't need freaking Christmas music. I want Aoharu because I don't want to get spoiled for those sounds, so we're going way deep. We're going to He's in the Flash, Crane Game, E1 Fanfares, Hakodate, Omoyori, Arimakinen, New Future. I wanted this one, so we're going... This is the last song in the box, okay. So we're just going... If I go here, that's 200 and we have 211, so that would be 30 minutes. So I need to go about... So we're just going here. Christmas music for Plane Crash! Is Runner Yuta the cute and handsome? It's Yuta for sure, right? I am reading this in such a way, Maru, that the left things are considered towards Yuta and the right things towards Run. It's like, is it a fashion trend from another city? Obviously it's to him. Why is he dressed like that? It's to him. So why would this Wii not be to him as well? So I think all of these are for Yuta and all of these are for Run. Yuta is definitely cute and handsome. People use with Lutz face wouldn't be complimenting Run. I think about Yuta, Amaru. Looks like it comes on yeah. I love the city of light and creation. Eastern outskirts. I think I can make this tiny bit louder. Too loud, is this below? This is a bit too loud now. Whoop, that's the wrong button. It's my own stream. I think I'm just going to make it a bit louder for myself and keep it at the same point that it was. It was like this, I think, for you guys. Okay. Shopping street scheduled for redevelopment. I'm grateful that I got to Edo so quickly thanks to you, but do you really need to follow me around? You like Lise, right? You should go to her. Are you afraid something like that will happen again? I'm not sure how I should comfort you. First of all, Lise says that she doesn't remember anything that happened. It may be dangerous now, but you'll find a solution someday. I know that you didn't mean to hurt Lise. I support you. Cheer up. Poor guy is worse off than me. It's like he's forced to be single. Single? It's the priest? I don't... Does Yuta not know the concept of single and relationships? It's the priest! Oh, what could he be bringing him to the outskirts like here? He's always so beautiful. Don't crowd around. The guild president has to get by. Ransairov. You must be busy. What brings you here? Are you here to buy clothes? It's about time you changed the same style of yours. I came here to see you run. President stayed up for 3 days in a row. And he hasn't even eaten today. Yet he just used Hoti Shurya 4 times just to find you. Whoa, I'm impressed that you found me after using it just 4 times when there are so many people around. You'd have gone straight to the guild when you arrived. What are you doing? Didn't you get the message that we were expecting you as soon as possible? I did, but it's not like the vote is right now, so I want to put on some proper clothes before greeting you. The vote is already finished. You just became an AA magician, Ransairov. Based on your magic test score, your magic ranking is 2nd place, and you may now begin using all your AA privileges. Huh? I don't think young Rashas are very used to consultating. Does Saha look taller? He wears heels. Tilda doesn't wear shoes. But why is Ransairov not afraid of Tilda? Right. Is he used to her? He seems to be used to Saha. and he didn't react to her. So for some, wasn't sure if she was a half. It was announced that she was a half. So yeah, that is a question. There's somewhere you need to go with me right now, Ran. It's your first mission as an AA on this planet. It's something very important, which everyone's survival depends on. Oh my god, that's so crazy. So crazy. Charlotte Ringel's name. I did read Charlotte Ringel, no idea who it is. Pattern Manifest. We've seen it already. Try to think of someone on the transport ship who wasn't wearing a uniform. I don't think that it's important, so I'm not going to rethink. That's a quarter, so it's normal, but she's a half, so that's weird. Yes, Saha's to like Saha, it's okay that he's not reacting. I was like, he's apparently used to Tilda, I guess. Point to mention it there. I didn't notice it in my first read through either. I did like read the name Charlotte, whatever, but I don't remember who it is, and I did not specifically look at like the NPCs around the ship. How can Hoti Aswin's not work? Strange. Naturally, it would be ideal if the horizontal leveling device would start up again. Hoti Aswin is a spell which returns things to their optimal state for a certain amount of time. But there are times when the optimal state is different from what we normally expect. Do you really have no choice but to go all the way to Io Plateau like this? Who would play a prank like this? Okay, I feel like the average IQ in the world of Kubera is very low. Who would play a prank like this? Like a freaking terrorist bombing on our ship? Who would play a prank like this? Who would even call this a prank? How can you call this a prank? Calling this a prank is so weird. Now look at this, there's Claude. Is he tied up? If Claude is tied up, who is powerful enough to tie up Claude? Well, the ship is still going as usual, it's just the stabilizer effect that broke. The average IQ in Kubera is very realistic. Look, don't get me wrong, I don't have anything to do with this girl. What have you done, using such magic on a human? Someone else may have the right to say that to me, but do you? I didn't want to get involved like this either. It's a nuisance, to be honest, but I had no choice because you just kept making the situation worse by being indecisive. Anyway, hurry up. If you don't make a decision right here, that girl will be out of your hands. Oh, is that like a person? Is Asha like part of an organization and that person is also part of it? Still flying, not like they crashed. Okay, but that is like... Guys. So, if you were like in a plane and were flying to, just say like a country where you need to fly for like 10 hours or something, and that's probably shorter than the flight that this is, and suddenly the stabilization of the plane, like the plane was still flying, but you were stuck on the freaking roof of the plane now. It's still flying, it's not like it crashed. No, that's not the thought process you have. Huh? Asha's IQ alone would raise the average IQ way higher than the one in our own world. Anyway, hurry up. If you don't make a decision right there, right here, that girl will be out of your hands. Your chance to get a hold of that power will disappear. That power. That power. We're now in One Piece. I'll still get there safely. It will just be very unpleasant, so it makes sense to think of it as a bad prank, lol. Nah, that's enough of a reason to freaking sue everything in the ground. Person is sued, and those who aren't use flying magic. What's the issue? Huh? The issue that it is this very unsafe. So considering it was a freaking bomb, yeah, one bomb exploded in this airplane that I was using. But what's the problem? I might be like freaking on my seat right now, and if anything's worse, the worst thing that could happen is that I'm freaking stuck on the ceiling until we arrive. But I will arrive. Who thinks like that? And if it's only one bomb, if there's one bomb, who is to say that there couldn't be a second bomb? if air magicians keep people safe. Do they though? They apparently already used up most of their spells. Not a human ship. People shouldn't be passengers here in the first place. If there's a first bomb, then they should be very concerned already. What is it? Are you surprised that I know so much? Asharahiro, you aren't the only person involved in this fight. You're also not the only one who has received an oracle, and there are already some people among them who consider you their enemy. So, this seems obvious to me. The person in the center is Saha. The person to the left could be Layla. Not sure. The person in the center for me looks entirely like Saha. Because we just saw him and this looks like the clothing he was wearing. And Ran even said like it's a very unique clothing that only he wears. Get out of those outdated clothing or something. The person on the left, somehow with the energy that she has, just gives Layla vibes. But I don't necessarily recognize the person with the bunny. I understand that you're trying to do what you're trying to do by taking that girl to Ayo Plateau, but it'll just be an incredible waste of time. So it's time to change your mind now that I've given you an opportunity. That's not so hard, right? This girl gives me, for some reason, this girl gives me Rachel from Tower of God vibes. Since that's how you've gotten to where you are now. Wow, the AA certification that not even my brother could get. So this is the legendary golden card. It's not that Lutz couldn't get it, it's that he hasn't got it. Save your wild eyes, wild-eyed wonder for later and follow me. Strange. I don't usually want to eat a half unless I'm starving. I just went hunting and now I'm hungry again. I had to be better be careful. Damn. He's looking at her and he thinks like, damn, she's looking delicious. Meow, like a snack. Woof, woof. But Run, is he okay? He's not even scared. Should I ask my uncle to make me a priest? Life search system. AA Run Cyrov approved. And the life search system that I've only heard about. They say that you're done for good if you don't make it out in time. There's nothing to worry about. You just have to search for one name. You won't run out of time. What is he thinking of doing? I wish I could hear what he's thinking right now, but it's not working. Alright, then which name should I search for and when? Use the current time. Search for someone named Kubera. Kubera? Those who are named after the god? Well, I guess those people all use fake names, so that's the only way to find them. 1 minute. I hope the person is somewhere nearby. Yeah, it would be ideal if they were in Ilof. The results are already. 1 in Rinhello, 1 in Ilof. And 1 on the way to Aero Plateau. Ilof. So they're attacking Rinhello, right? They're attacking Rinhello, which you could assume is because they might have information that somebody named Kubera is in that place. Ilof was what kind of city again? Atera is the fire city. In which city were we just? Ilof is the city they're currently in. Wait, the city where Run is? Or the city with the earth place? He's a half, right? So that's weird. He sees her as a prey. Yeah, she does seem to be pretty odd. Like, Run is not scared for it for some reason. That could just be because he's excited at the moment. But Yuta reacting like that is quite interesting to her. So there is something more to her, obviously. So they're in Ilof. There's some person named Kubera in Ilof. So that begs the question. Is the actual god Kubera maybe in Ilof? Because we have seen Kubera and it seemed that he wasn't with Sagara and his people. So he's not with them at Rinhello. So it could be that he's at Ilof. And the person with Aero Plateau is obviously Lise. So Rinhello, I have no idea. Could just be a random civilian. Use only in emergencies under the instruction of the crew. We are not responsible for accidents which occur following individual use. Only in emergencies? Well, I guess everyone would rush over here if they said anyone could use it anytime. Anyway, this is an emergency, isn't it? Plus an employee told me to use it. Oh, there's only one button inside too. Does it only go between here and the passenger room? Anyway, it's nice that there's nothing to think about. I was worried it would be complicated. Wing! Thank you for using the Creation Brand Arsham's emergency escape capsule. In this zone, you may not use Earth magic until the indexes collide, so please check your other spells or equipment. Huh? What? Escape capsule? I thought this went to the passenger room. This is an Ilov. Where are Agnes? I thought the human search system would find gods. I mean, they're searching for people named Kubera, right? So, technically, he is named Kubera, and he is on this planet right now. Gate begins in 20 seconds. 20, 19, 18. No, I have to get out. Come on, open up. There, just open a bit up. There's someone coming. Help, get me out of here, please. Asha. 9, 8, 7. Asha, I'm over here. Asha, open the door. Don't know if it would search gods. I don't know either. Is a god a human? I mean, now we're getting philosophical here. Is a god a human? Isn't a god just a human with more power? God are Aztecas. But aren't those just special humans? Aren't humans descendants of the gods? And weren't humans made in the visage of gods? So if humans were made in the visage of gods, then wouldn't gods also be considered human in a way? And also, then there's also the matter of fact that Kubera right now is a bit of an odd case, because already there's things going on with him, so maybe he could be counted as a human, because some of his powers are missing or something? I don't know. Asha looked like she was saying something, and then I don't remember anything. Initiating escape. You just see the blood splattering up. Pew! To be continued. She probably, like, the thing started falling down and she crashed her head against it and she's losing consciousness. Wait, let me... I mean, that's fine. The horizontal leveling device has been restored. We don't know why, but we have experienced some difficulty in restoring the device because Hoti Aswins wasn't working until just a minute ago. But the spell just worked. We apologize greatly for the inconvenience. We'll inform you about receiving compensation for this incident when you arrive at the Aero Plateau. This transport ship is expected to enter Aero Plateau's initial line of defense momentarily. There may be some slight turbulences, so please remain seated. And Asha seems to be regretting something, heartbroken or something, heard about something. That's odd. The region is a total wasteland where no one could live. Sorry, Ran, but search one more time for 12 hours ago. Sure. Huh? The person was in Kali Bloom 12 hours ago. Then it must be the transport ship. That's right, people normally can't travel that far in such a short time. It would make sense if they took the transport ship if that goes from Kali Bloom to Aero Plateau. But isn't Asha on the transport ship? In the letter from Lutz, it clearly said that Asha was going to Aero Plateau today. Oh my god, does that mean that the killer and the victim are on the same ship? There's a good chance that they happened to take the ship together by coincidence, and that Asha didn't know that her target was right next to her. That would be a relief. Excuse me, can I leave now? Huh? Could you please answer me? Sure, you can leave for now. Run, I'll explain everything properly, so let's go. The Draco's reason that the accidental manslaughter incident of 29 people was suspected to be intentional, that all of the victims were people who had not properly registered their births and were living without any kind of identification. What could have been their reason for living without clear identification, when they would have had to go through the trouble of finding someone to vouch for them every time they entered a city? It would be a coincidence that the people Asha killed by accident all happened to be lacking in identification. There was plenty of room for suspicion, but the jury decided the incident was an accident, and Asha was released with just a penalty fee. Yep, I've heard about it till there from my brother. Asha doesn't appear to have any motivation for killing those people, and they didn't have anything in common aside from the lack of identification. That's right, at the time, that was true. But recently, the guild president has been informed that some of the 29 victims used a G-Tod's name. Ooh, a G-Tod. A G-Tod's name as their own name. So he suspected that perhaps this was a crime targeting people named after gods. And through the life search system, he has searched for the names of the major gods. since it was the only way to search for people who are not registered electronically. What just happened? It reloaded, I don't know. The light search system is a godly item created by a primeval god Brahma when he created the magic testing sites. The system can find anyone living whose name matches the search term. Current location of people with the name Agni. In Rintello, there's one person. And in Atera, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. Which kind of makes sense because Atera is like the city of fire. So it makes sense that in the city of fire, it's more likely to call your child Agni or something. But there's surprisingly amounts of Agnis. Like there's 5 Agnis in Atera, there's 1 in Rintello, which is also interesting again because Rintello also had 1 Kubera. So it's like, what if the other gods also, like, if there's one person with each name of the gods in Rintello, and that's like, there's an organization of these people with the gods' names, and they're doing something. Maybe Asha also has, like, the name Vishnu or something. Good, there are Agnis. I don't know. But there's surprisingly many amounts of Agnis. There weren't many people named after the other gods, and didn't appear to have any connection to the accidental manslaughter incident. What do you mean there's not that many people? Like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people named Agni? That's I mean, that's not a lot considering probably how many million people are in that world, but just seeing it on that map, it doesn't look too few. Problem was the name Kubera. Not only did the system turn up a great deal of results, but a number of people had rapidly declined over the years. So Asha was specifically not... Was Asha going not specifically for people with gods' names, but specifically for people called Kubera? One thing that particularly caught our attention was the fact that the time of the accidental manslaughter coincided with the locations of the victims. There were actually more than 29 people who had died, but when you consider the fact that there are still murders out there which haven't been uncovered, the number could easily be explained. What? So what's your point? Agni's the god closest to humans. I wouldn't overthink Agni's popularity. Are you saying that Asha killed people with the name Kubera? I'm saying that she still is, since you will try to kill the remaining 3 people as well. So the easiest one to find can be the one on the transport ship. Yeah, there wouldn't be many passengers since it's a transport ship, and if any of them boarded the ship without identification under a guarantee of someone else, we'll be able to find them easily. We have to act quickly before Asha figures out. Whoosh! Obviously some party will notice as soon as I surefy, but I have no choice but to do this, even though it strains me. He warps. Still don't agree. Have you thought about why the other Nastigas aside from Akasha are not being very cooperative in this matter? They all want my father to wake up again, but Akasha's method is too extreme. Cooperating with the snakes and trying to kill the king's own family? Even if my father wakes up, he won't be very happy about how you've done it. You're cooperating with the snakes too, you know? But that's just to protect Jatayu and Kalavinka. Oh, right, she doesn't like it when I say the name Jatayu. Anyway, Sampati, let's just say give it some time and find Kalavinka, so we can go back together. What's the rush? No matter how dangerous his powers may be, he's just a Rakshasa who's only recently grew to the first stage. You can take it easy and keep an eye on him. If you're rushing because of a personal vendetta, if you're not going to tell me, then forget it. I'll find him myself. Sampati! That's not very sympathetic from Sampati. Aww. Okay, Agni probably intervenes the most to help people, and is nice. Agni is a good boy. Oh, why is he young Kubera here now? But it seems like his hand is disappearing. So, is it like if all of the people with your name are dying, the god disappears? Where do you want to go, child? Aww, she do be dead. She do be dead. She do be doobie. I'm just dying. I drink something. Using this without any kind of medium really strains me. I think this is around where its system showed. Blue eyes. But she must have moved closer to Pyro Plateau by now, right? I just hope she hasn't entered the city, right? He doesn't know that Kubera near Pyro Plateau is Lee's, right? Or wait, did he ever have any moment where he could have realized that her real name is Kubera? Was it like some sort of mind-reading moment? Some sort of insight moment? I don't remember if he ever had any moment like that to learn about it. But he seemed like he was pretty certain that Lise was moving there. So is it just like a suspicion? Is it just like, just in case if that person is Lise, he has to check it out? Or, yeah, he's acting like he knows, which is interesting. I just hope she hasn't entered the city yet. Lise! What happened? Why are you... What happened to Lise? Oh, she's not bleeding anymore. She's not dead. She'll just calm down and listen to me. So seeing Kubera next to Lise, do you still think the human storage system gave Kubera's location? I mean, he was not the dot in Rind Hello. That is true. That is indeed true. But Stepan... I know that the gods are probably not being shown on the thing. I'm just trying to veto in some way. What? Seeing Kubera next to Lise, what if their two dots are on top of each other? So there are two dots. They are just overlining perfectly. Well, look like I can calm down right now. What are we doing while Lise was passed out here? I don't think you should be saying that when you got here later than me. Hey, look, why do you think I left her? Even without me, she has you, so I thought that you would be able to protect her from any danger, unless Lise confronted some Rakshasas. Yes, on top of each other, just like the fans want them to be. No, don't twist my words like that, please. Hey yo. That's why I thought it would be better for a dangerous guy like me to leave her alone. But what's this? Were you just bragging when you made your promise in the waterways? You even refused to give me the sword of return. But where has all of that confidence gone now? Kubera is always acting mysterious. It's not like an enemy appeared who was more powerful than you. How could you not even protect Lise from other humans? If I had known you couldn't even handle this, I would have just stayed with her. You sure talk a lot more now since you've grown. I don't have time to argue with you. You want to save Lise? Be quiet and listen to me. Or just keep on talking if you don't care whether she lives or dies. Okay. These fell from the transport ship. Based on the regional characteristics of this place, neither Hoti Kubera, Bhavati Kubera, nor self-regeneration worked at all. She wasn't injured too badly from the fall since she was in an escape device, but she was already on the brink of death from wounds that she got right before the fall. If it had been any later, Lise would have been dead. Wounds that she got right before the fall? You mean Asha? Did Asha do this? So she really did it. I mean, looking at this image here, it doesn't seem like Asha did it, but that the brown-haired person did it. And it's just another misunderstanding happening here. Because Asha also seemed somewhat devastated from the situation where Lise was falling. So I don't think that Asha was the person to act on the kill Lise agenda. Though she debated with herself a lot, but she decided to let her live. And yet, after all, Asha has probably leaned towards killing Lise after I left, since Lise was no longer valuable to use. And we did see the blood splatter before the ejection pod fell. Yeah, we did see the blood splatter. I even called it out. I'm just wondering, like, it's hard to say if Asha was the reason for the blood splatter. Asha looked at it and smiled, but like, stayed with her. Probably not true. If she were thinking of you, she wouldn't have done this. She would have at least been worried about your revenge. Revenge? No, I can't get revenge. I may be upset and angry about the fact that Lise has been injured, but if she had completely died, I probably wouldn't even be sad, let alone be vengeful. I would just leave without looking back, thinking, what value could a mere human's body have? Is that what you believe? It's not what I believe. It's a fact. I wasn't created to be able to love. No. Even my feelings for Lise are just a different kind of hunger. Lise dies and loses her value as something to eat, then my feelings towards her would probably grow completely cold. Was she? Mysterious. I didn't really interpret it as smiling either. Like, the text box did say smiling, but it did look rather weird to me. She could be smiling because it's like, okay, Lise died and it was not because of me. She, maybe she wasn't smiling, maybe it was more like of a... It could also be a nervous smile. It's difficult. Have you thought about why Agni tolerated you? No, do you know why? I was kind of curious about that, actually. Then continue being curious. I healed her with my power. Bring her back to the transport ship before it arrives at Io Plateau. To the transport ship? You want me to send Lise back there even though Asha attacked her? If she comes back alive, Asha won't be able to harm her again. Or rather, she wouldn't even bother trying to hurt her because she knows it wouldn't do any good. There's no way she wouldn't catch on to what it means that Lise came back alive. And Asha wouldn't only have one choice left. Right now, the safest option is to leave her next to Asha. So do as I say. Lise's thoughts just said Asha was saying something. Yeah. It could be something of like, I'm sorry. Alright, but are you okay? I don't need your concern. Don't worry about me. I don't really want you to worry about you either. But still, I felt like I should ask out of courtesy since I owe you something. Do you have anything you would like to tell me? Okay, they probably had some sort of exchange. Why would he say that at the end? What a pathetic god. Ah, there it is, the transport ship. Perfect. Now I'll just have to reach it before it enters the city. Bzz. What's this? Doesn't look like a barrier. Sure, I could just break through it. That would probably put Lise in danger. From Curry's block, Yuta had Lise wrapped in her foreskin scarf. In the foreskin scarf, because he wanted to hold her safely. He didn't have any bad intentions, believe it or not. Sticker, evil grin. I have no choice. I'll just use it once more. Just once more to get to the ship. It's alright. Still alright. Still. Damn, look at her just being there in outer space, basically. Those wings look majestic. She's just observing. Is this the last chapter already for today? Yeah, this is the last chapter for today. Just went by faster than I expected. These chapters felt rather short, considering we've only been live for an hour. I don't really see a proper entrance. Well then, the Gurda clan is aura farming clan, for real. He's slamming inside. The outer wall of Zone 520 has been damaged due to a collision. The damaged area was immediately restored, but we do not yet know what caused the damage, so please stay away from that area. Sorry, Lise. I really wish I could go with you. I want to always protect you and be by your side. And make sure things, that these kind of things don't happen again. You want to keep tabs on her. On your side, always. It looks so tasty. Ah, no, 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 no! Bad Yuta! Did I use too much vigor? Can't think straight. I think you are very much thinking straight. I would not call this thinking bi or gay. That's it. I need to leave and eat something. Sorry, Lise. I'm sorry for being a bad guy. Is it also a coincidence that Asha immediately finds her again? Lise, wake up! Lise! Lise! Huh? Why am I here? Is this... Oh, she's finally awake. How would she get in the escape capsule all by herself in a situation like that? There must have been a warning notice written somewhere. And is she kind of slow? It's a good thing Asha saved her. Huh? Get up if you're awake. Wait, did you save me, Asha? Yeah. He loots like, yes, Maru, take that message big, I saw it. Must have heard the warning about the barrier breaking. I guess, maybe that's why she went there. I owe you again, Asha. Forget it, I said get up. They're not letting me through the checkpoint because of you. Sorry, I'm sorry. You're always so considerate of me. You always save me like this. I was bad. I got hurt by just a few words. It was only for a moment, but imagine that you hated me. Sorry, Asha. Alright, just let go. You're stretching my clothes. Sorry. This is Io Plateau's checkpoint. There's so many people and tons of cargo. Is it because we only came here on a transport ship? How could you have just fallen asleep in the cargo area during all of that? I'm sorry, I remember at all why I fell asleep, so I'm not sure what I have to tell you. That girl, she's the person who taught me about the escape capsule. I can't just let it slide. I should bring it I should bring it up right now. Excuse me. Did you get distracted again? No, Asha, I'm not distracted. It's just... You should be relieved that there was no major problems. Yeah, if a rookie like you had caused a problem, you would be out of work right away. Sorry, I'll try harder from now on. I'm really sorry. It's just what? Never mind. Follow me if you're done talking. Is Elise thinking of like, I don't want her to lose her job, so I'm going to keep it to myself. Okay. Guess she didn't know since she's new. She would probably get fired right away if I told them what happened. Still, I don't want this to happen to someone else, so I should go say something to her quietly. Excuse me? Yes. Actually, that wasn't the elevator. It was the emergency escape capsule. Don't forget, and don't make the same mistake again. She's like, huh? How is she still alive? What's her deal? Oh, that's not the person. The person was put to sleep by some magic, and this person here is the impersonator. So it actually was an impersonator. I was right. I was right that it was an impersonator. It was an intruder. Wait for me, Asha. Was Claude acting in her body? Was Claude shapeshifting into her form? But Claude was like seen tied. Oh my god. We have seen Claude tied up in the room, right? But it wasn't Claude tied up in the room. It was actually her in that room. And probably she wasn't tied up. Maybe she was tied up and Claude made her open later. But somehow Claude switched his appearance with her appearance. And then he did that to Lise. Because he's like... He did know about Lise's death. And he also wants to... Claude was always a weirdo. If she were acting on Lise's behalf, she shouldn't have attacked. And if she were going to kill her, should have landed a precise attack and killed her on the spot. There's no way that a calculating genius like her would have messed up that Marut spell at that distance. This is frightening. You're a very scary woman. Asha Rahiro. Now Lise will remember the city, the place more terrifying than death. The mythical island. I wonder. Jimmy Wonder. Interesting. Do I need to end my Kubera pin? Yeah, I need to change my Kubera pin. Remove this pin. Go on page 46. And bookmark here again. Not in the Uma Musume tab. Sorry, I don't want to hear sounds. I would probably get copyright struck for this. Now we're jumping down here for the last few minutes. So next time we have the Mythical Island. 6 chapters. We can do that in one stream as well. Let's get through all of July. It's not all of July. It's crazy. They had multiple. Look at these chapters. They're not that far apart. By the way, your first theory of a secret organization was also the same as Haku's when you read that. Yeah, great minds think alike. Great minds think alike. I mean, you have to be honest. It's a quite simple thought. It's more the same game and plot. It's quite the easy idea to come up with because it's like, why would certain things be happening? There could be. Obviously, I think I talked about like 2 separate secret organizations. Like the first one with Asha was like secret organizations of people that want to kill the god names, and there's also the idea of secret organizations of people with the god names that want to kill all of people of the god names besides themselves, so that they are the only ones remaining of the god names, and that maybe can get them that power. Man, I love Uma Musume music. Mysterious hooded figure. I can see why you'd think it's a secret organization. It's always how people are introduced, right? It's always the same introduction of like mysterious hooded figure. You don't know what they are, and they are interacting with another character that seems to be mysterious and have some sort of connections and everything. Skipping to the next song. I mean, this song is almost over, so we can just keep it. Actually, let me go over to my room. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, 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 yeah. Xehanorts, not Xehanorts. Also, there are 13 members too. Not again. I have enough of that, and I still haven't even played Kingdom Hearts. Don't I have it? This song is so good. I didn't even. It's fucking. It's a freaking Uma Musume song. Isn't it? I think it's tracking my mouth and not my speaking, by the way. Ugh. This song is way too good. It's way too good for a freaking horse racing anime gacha game. Having Cloud Fury was pretty impressive too, to be honest. Is that a tail on your bed? What did you kill? Which button was it again? Nope. Nope. No. It is a tail. Look at the tail. Isn't it amazing? I have the full image saved somewhere. Where is it? The Tonyok. Tonya. Do I not have it saved somewhere? You cannot just wait to hear your way out of murder. But that's how many people do it. I've seen so many people to hear their way out of murder. Isn't that the standard way to get through it? There's the image. It's not transparent, but I can still pull it in here. Is Kubera there not trying to clone members? I don't know. Oh my god, it's huge! That's what your that's what your sister said last night. That's whatever Claude did. The Claude Fury just makes sense for me. Claude is up to some shit. I don't know what he's up to. If he really switched positions with that person to talk with Asha about it, or if there was some other thing going on. Oh, the music isn't here on this chat on this thing. I need to pull the music over. Where's my room? Now we have the music over here. Bum 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 bum. I don't know what it is, but I hate the way the tail stays. I mean, the tail is on the behind. Suspicious behavior in Kubera. The tail is behind. It's just that the tail is like moved between the legs and then upwards. You know, for a certain kind of impression. By the way, it's cursed in Bakaneko. Bakaneko? 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 Bakaneko. You mean Bakaneko. It's just it's like a Smilodon, you know? Oh, my VTuber died. He's going to be back in a few seconds. It's going to be... It's a Smilodon. Her name is Chabelle Tonya. And for anyone that... Some of you might have heard that name. Haku should technically have heard her sing before, I think. Yuta is thinking straighter than you. That's insane. She has sung multiple songs for Nika before. Yep. Very cool singer. Very good streamer. Very appreciative. Very nice tale. Let me delete that image though. What is this image? Oh, it's that. And there's my room. I still need to get an original room. A new cat yokai maybe even? It says Smilodon. You know? Like saber-toothed tigers kind of thing. From ancient times. King of the tigers. King of the cats. Devouring her, eh? Dude, it's getting crazy. I'm stretching one last time. I'm thinking about the chapters that I read. If there was anything else that I need to mention here right now. Obviously, some party seems to be getting more and more suspicious the more often Yuta uses his teleport Taraka powers. There's also the question, as she was there when Yuta went to Lee's and saw him maybe interact with Kubera, so that is going to make her either more suspicious or accept him more, because it's like, oh, he cares for somebody. I did not expect this Taraka to care for somebody, much less for a human. Or it could be that she thinks she can use Lee's in some sort of way to threaten or something, to threaten Yuta. That is something. Also seeing her just basically in the stratosphere, if you want to call it that, and just vibing out there, aura farming, kinda insane. I do wonder what... I'm not a power scaler, but I do sometimes think about power levels of characters. I do wonder what sort of level, like the top tiers of Kubera really are. Okay, people probably didn't try to panic people and wouldn't mention a bomb. Yeah, I guess they... wasn't there like a announcement? Like a speaker announcement of like, a bomb exploded in that area? I don't know. Like another Shura's form was bigger than the planet. So you would argue that they are like the Nastika and also the like gods are at least planetary. Like they're planet level. So I guess. I think there was a flashback of Makara saying one of the transcendents was capable of destroying a planet in the human realm. Can't even imagine the strongest in Kubera. I can't. It's crazy. Kubera-verse is insane. Gandala was planet-sized in Shura form. I can't imagine it yet. Also the thing of like that power is technically not like the pushing thing in the Kubera story. So while it's interesting to think about, it's not really relevant. It's just like a nice mind piece for me. Yeah, piggity poopy, poppity booby, booby booby booby, booby booby. Get stick bugged, idiot. Stays consistent at least. That's not what every story can say for sure. That's a nice ass. Yeah, I'm going to share that with some people. I'm scrolling through Twitter at the moment, like recalling more about the story. Okay. And he wasn't the strongest in the human realm. There are restrictions for Astikas and Shuras and Nastika. Yeah. That's why his form was like way smaller than not planet size. I remember that explanation for Gandavi. Papa Smurf. But I think I've said what I wanted to say. And I also screamed in your ear. And we also looked at butt and tails and everything. So I think with that being said, even though I'm surprised by the length of this, we are going to end it here. So Stepan, Maro, Cory, and everybody else who, Thibaut, Lurking Haku, people who watch it as a VOD or something, thank you for being here. I hope all of you take care of yourself, and most importantly, the last thing that I say before turning these streams off all the time is stay happy, stay important, sure. Stay happy, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay cultured. Pyro, out. Bye. See you tomorrow for Omniscient vs Viewpoint, or next week for more Kubera. I'm trying to keep these weekly now. If my internet works! That's cool.